Let's talk about Pokemon Day 2026. What a presentation that was, right? I was really hyped just sitting there and watching the little 30-minute premiere with all the 30th anniversary logo Pokemon. Just seeing that was getting me super hyped. I was like, oh my gosh, here we go. Here we go. Okay, so obviously this video won't be scripted, so I apologize for rambling or going on tangents and then not finishing them. I'm just gonna speak my opinions, my thoughts, okay? Holy Winds and Waves, right? We all knew Winds and Waves was the next game because mega leakers, right? Mega leaks, mega this, mega that. We had a lot of leaks going on for Winds and Waves, so it's not really a big surprise to me that it was in the presentation. That was like, you know, I predicted that they would show us Gen 10. Obviously, like there's no way they don't show it to us, right? I also, let's look through my document together, okay? I did expect to see more. I know they said it was a 25-minute broadcast, but I did expect to see more new stuff. Now, obviously, there was new things. Pokopia is coming, Champions is coming, but these are things that we've seen already in Pokemon like Presents. We've seen this already. We already knew Pokopia was coming. We already knew about Champions. The most that they gave us was a release date. I was expecting more new titles, but to be honest, not like mainline titles or anything, but like, you know, some titles of just other stuff. Like when BDSP was announced, I wasn't there, you know, so I can't say this with full credentials, but when BDSP was announced, they announced Arceus like right after, right? And that was a whole 3-segment game, or the Dunsparce, okay? That was the Dunsparce right there. But like, I was kind of expecting to see another sort of release thing. It's fine though. It's not ruining my entire opinion of the Presents. I thought the Presents was very, very good. Okay, they were presenting it in a very nice way. It was very nice to look at, very appealing. I woke up at 7 a.m. for this, and I'm shaking still a little bit, and I almost had a heart attack. OG Red is coming to Masters. I knew that they would show us some Masters stuff. That's what I predicted as well. I was like, okay, they're probably going to do a new Masters thing, because they always do that. They always do that. They always show us a new Masters thing. And I saw a leak for the OG Red being added, and I was like, oh, please don't let that be real. That's so ugly. Okay, so what I wanted to see for Pokemon Day, how many were crossed out? Well, here are my bullet points. Something related to Gen 5. Something related to Gen 2. New Pokemon animated YouTube series. Something with Red and Blue. Legends game info. I did not see a single one, really? I mean, Red and Blue, a lot of this stuff is still to be determined, okay? We don't know yet. Who knows? Maybe Red and Blue is in Winds and Waves. Do you think they would be there as characters? Do you think they would? Anyways. Gen 5 and Gen 2, I guess technically I did see something related to those gens, but guess what? We saw something related to every gen, because they showed everything, okay? There wasn't a single one that they didn't show, because they were doing like a you know, a thing. I'm getting so many reactions and messages right now. What I do not want to see for Pokemon Day. One of them got checked off. Pokemon Legends ZA extensions. There's more. Now, I kind of figured they'd do a Mega Garchomp thing because Mega Garchomp Z had been leaked already, and I was like, oh, okay. I suppose they have to do like some sort of showcase for that. But I don't, bro. I'm done with that, bro. I'm so sick and tired. I'm not going to get that. I'm not going to get the Garchomp Z. I'm not doing that. Sorry. I'm not doing that. Legends ZA, let it rest now. Let it rest now. And then, of course, what I expected to see, Pokopia update. Yup, check that one off the list. We got a release date, March 5th. That's next week. That thing's coming out real soon. Pokemon Champions release date. Yup, it's coming out in April. Some sort of Masters EX character reveal. Yup, check that off the list too. Gen 10. Yup, check that off the list. Pokemon Horizons thing is the only thing they didn't show, really. I thought they were gonna do some sort of, hey, a reminder that the season finale or blah 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 is coming. They didn't do that. They didn't do that, surprisingly. And then Gen 1 everything, another check off the list. So, a lot of the stuff that I expected to see, I saw. But the thing is, the stuff that I expected to see was the only things in the video. Like, I'm not disappointed with what we got. but I did want more, you know? Like, I was looking for more. I wanted them to show us a lot more. And the only reason why I had so many expectations for seeing more content is because they were hyping this up like this was about to be the craziest thing we'd ever seen. Like, don't get me wrong, Gen 10 is crazy. That is crazy. But, like, the thing is, I don't know. I was thinking they were gonna hit us with, like, some ridiculous abundance of new things. But the only really new thing we got was Generation 10. And I suppose that is cool. I mean, take a look, right? It looks amazing. Now we can talk about Generation 10, okay? Generation 10, Winds and Waves. This looks amazing. I know it's just like it said in the little blurb thingy at the bottom. This is still early footage, right? They're still gonna shape everything up and fix things. This looks really good. Like, this looks really good for just like a prototype, man, or just like a whatever the actual word they use in programming. This looks great. This looks amazing. I love our little starters. Our little starters, right? Who are you picking? I don't know. I really like them. I think I'm picking Gekua. I'm gonna be honest with you. I think I'm picking the water one. But, like, I know I'm picking Pokemon Waves. That's what I know for sure. But oh my gosh, the areas, the different locations that was shown. This is a really cool looking region. Like, now, how do I feel about it being another tropical-esque region? Because, you know, we just had one, because Spain is not really tropical. But we did have Alola, and Alola is Hawaii. Hawaii is kind of like a tropical region. It is another region that's similar, but, you know, I'm going to give it the benefit of the doubt. We haven't even seen a lot of it yet. And still, despite Alola being like a Hawaiian region, it wasn't just beaches, you know? There was like mountains and snowy mountains and then volcanic like areas and stuff. So there was that too. I'm going to give it the benefit of the doubt and say, we don't know yet, right? There's a lot of stuff we don't know yet, right? We have to unanimously give it the benefit of the doubt, because all we got was a 3-minute presentation. We only saw the starters. Those were the only new Pokemon we saw. We didn't see any gimmicks. All we saw was our cool looking protagonists who are dressed. They are like, bro, their fits are fine. Okay, their fits are fine. We saw our protagonists. We saw our starter Pokemon, who all look unique in their own way. I think it's cool. Fired Puppy, right? That's pretty cool. It's a Pomeranian. We don't have a Pomeranian Pokemon, do we? I seen somebody on TikTok say that they wanted that. There you have it, Pomeranian, okay? I'm excited. I gotta say, I am excited. It looks promising. It's on the Switch 2 only, which I did predict. I don't remember if I said that in my video, but I was talking to my brother about it, and I was like, if they want to step up from their graphics in ZA, they're probably going to do a Switch 2 only thing, which means I now have to save up for a Switch 2, because I don't have a Switch 2, guys. I don't have a Switch 2. Oh, man. It's okay. It's okay. I'm not complaining. I think that this is a very big first step to our new generation, to what Pokemon will look like in the future. If Pokemon will continue to improve in the way that is shown here, I gotta say, I'm excited. I'm excited to see what Pokemon will continue to do, because this right here, this may seem like nothing to some people. This is everything, especially after ZA's graphical problem. This is a big step up. And this is still a prototype. Like, it's gonna get better. It only gets better from here. It only gets better. I'm hoping to see some voice acting. Maybe if we can get some voice acting, people will stop, you know, people have been very upset about the lack of voice acting in Pokemon games. If we can get some voice acting, that would be cool. It would be cool to see a cooler gimmick than whatever Paldea was doing. That would be nice. And for the last one, I want to see some recurring Pokemon characters, like maybe some champions from the other regions. I don't know how the lore is gonna go, right? I don't know if this is like, I mean, if it's another generation, it has to be in the future, right? I want to see some Pokemon characters, some rivals maybe. I want to see some familiarity from our older games, because I just started playing Pokemon Platinum and I'm really enjoying the game so far. And the DS era and the 3DS era of Pokemon games is like my favorite. So I would love to see some more of the older style incorporated, which, by the way, in the beginning of the presentation, it did show us some drawings of every single region, which could hint at being able to traverse the different regions. That is promising. If I had to describe Gen 10 so far in one word, it's very promising. I have seen a good amount of things that is enough to convince me at least that I can be excited. Because I'm not gonna lie, for a while I was like, let me not like have high expectations, because I know Pokemon can be a little faulty sometimes. I know they can have their misses, you know? There's plenty of Pokemon misses, but there's plenty of Pokemon hits. So I had to be like, you know what? Let's be prepared. And oh boy, I am very happy, okay? I am very happy with what we have so far. I cannot wait. And that is how I will end this video. Please do tell me what you think about Pokemon Winds and Waves, what you think the direction will look like, what you're hoping for, what you are expecting, what you don't want. Share anything, okay? Because this is still such an open book. Who knows what could really happen? Thank you very much. I cannot wait for Pokemon Winds and Waves. What do you think? Whoa! 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 Ah! God! Oh, they're so ugly! Oh my God, it's a little Pomeranian brought! Who? Bonbon! Oh, I'm getting waves. We all know!